Hello, I'm Mary Collar Dida, and I'm going to do reflections on kind of random scriptures that I use as memory verses. And then the focus is how to know God's will through His Word. Today's verses are from Psalm 91:14 through 16. And so I'll just read it. Because He has set His love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life, I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. So, what does this tell us about God's will? Well, there's all these things God says He will do. He will deliver. He will set this person on high. He will answer him. God's will is to be with him in trouble. God's will is to deliver and honor him and give him a long life and show him his salvation. So if this is God's will, who is God's will being extended to? Because it's a specific type of person. And he says, it's the one who has set his love upon me. So, if I want to be delivered from my troubles by God, I must set my love upon him. How do we do that? How do I show God that I love him? We show anybody that we love them. Well, because that's an easy answer. We spend time with them. We talk with them. We care about what they care about. We do things to please a person that we love. So if I set my love upon God, the Father, I'm going to pray. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to take time out for him because I want to be with him and I want him to be with me. And if we do that, the Lord's will is to deliver them. And then he says, it's his will that we know his name. It says, I will set him on high because he has known my name. So if I know somebody's name, it's just not, we know lots of people, their names, but we don't know them. And God's will here is his intent, is that we know him. I set my love upon him because I want to know him. I want to know his name. His name will be precious to me. Just like any loved one that you have, their name is precious to you. Parents, when they name their child, they usually put quite a bit of thought into it because prior to this child even being born, they have set their love upon this child. And they know this child by name. And sometimes when that child is born, they say, well, this doesn't seem like this name. I think we should name it this because it's been planted in their heart to know them by name, their true name. It says, I will set him on high because he has known my name. Well, when the Lord will is to set us on high. It means to be above our circumstances, to not drown in them. And then it says here again, it is the Lord's will, because he says it. If he says this is what I will do, then that is his will. And he says, he shall call upon me and I will answer him. And Christians spend a lot of time calling upon the Lord and wondering if they've ever been answered. Well, the Lord does answer us, and part of it, our growth as a Christian, is just knowing how to determine that answer. And oftentimes that answer is a peace that comes into our hearts. And it's not what we think we are expecting as an answer. It's just kind of to almost be still and know that he's God and he's got this situation under control. But he does say he will answer. So it is our job, I guess, or it's on us to hear what that answer is. Sometimes it's very clear. When it comes to sin, we don't have to ask. It's like, should I say this little white lie? No. That answer is pretty clear. And then the Lord says, I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. So it is the Lord's will to be with us in our circumstances. And he says sometimes your circumstances are going to be trouble. They're going to be hard and difficult. But he will deliver us from those circumstances. Sometimes right away, sometimes not for a long time. And for some people, they may be delivered from their circumstances, from their troubles, by death itself, in which case the Lord takes them home to paradise to be with him and honors him. And that's what the Lord does. He honors those who call upon his name, those who set their love upon him, those who know his name. That's his will. And then the Lord says, it is his will. He says, with a long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. With long life. Once again, that can take many different faces in our life and in our circumstances. I used to think that I was going to not live to be much past 60. And then I thought, I'm not going to live much past 70. But then I think, Lord, what if I live to be almost as old as my mother, which is, she was almost 100 when she passed away. And the Lord says, I will satisfy him with a long life, a life as long as it needs to be, and show him my salvation. So we are saved from our troubles, and that's his will. So God does what he says he will do, and our purpose then is to set our love on him, to know his name, to call upon him. That's all we have to do. Sounds pretty easy. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please subscribe.